In today's video, we're going to be talking about the difference between ACOS and TACOS, ACOS versus TACOS, ACOS versus TACOS, however you say it. We're going to be talking about why it's important, what the difference is, and what you really need to be aiming for when you're launching new products and building a brand on Amazon. Welcome back to the channel. If you've been here before, if you are new here, a very special welcome to you. My name is Ben and I'm a full-time brand builder, founder of brandbuilderuni.com, and passionate about helping you build something of value in the world that frees you up from that grip that money places over your time. So if that sounds like something you want to do, definitely stick around, and I hope that this video will be very, very helpful for you. Today's topic is Amazon PPC. It's a huge topic, but one small topic within that I want to briefly discuss is ACOS and TACOS. ACOS or ACOS, ACOS, how do you say it? Let me know below. Do you say ACOS or ACOS? I don't even know sometimes. ACOS, I think I say, is advertising cost of sales. So that is your PPC spend divided by your PPC sales. And it gives you a percentage. Generally, what we want to aim for is around break even or lower on the percentage. So if your profit margin on your product is 30%, you want to be aiming for an ACOS of 30% or lower. That way you know that all of your PPC sales are actually profitable. TACOS or TACOS is calculated by dividing your PPC spend by your total amount of sales, so your PPC and your organic sales. And the reason why they're both really, really important is because it shows you how your business is tracking. A lot of us right now will be launching products with predominantly PPC. And the goal with that is that you want to put yourself in high positions on the sponsored product positions for search results of keywords that are related to your product. Keywords where you may be down in position 300 plus organically, you can be in position 1 by sponsoring yourself to be there. And if you've done a good job on developing a good product and good price point, good images, good copy, all of that kind of stuff, then you can start to generate some sales based on those keywords. Amazon sees that and begins to bump up your keyword ranking, giving you the holy grail of selling on Amazon, which is organic visibility, being on the first page of search results for a good amount of volume keywords. That's how you drive profit on Amazon. So PPC is a tool to drive more organic visibility to gain ranking. And that's really important in terms of a mentality to be thinking through your PPC. It's not solely how can I make profit with my PPC sales, but how can I drive more visibility? And that's where TACOS really does come in, and that's why we're going to talk about that today. TACOS, like I say, is your PPC spend divided by your total sales. And so I'm going to show you an example on the screen here. This is a new brand that we've launched in the last month. Then I'm going to show you a more established brand that's doing 6 figures plus per month, show you the differences between them and kind of where you want to be aiming towards. Okay, so when we look at these numbers up here, you can see we've got this is the Helium 10 ads tool, by the way, which I'm just been using over the last few weeks, really digging into more, and I'm starting to really enjoy it. If you want to check it out, there'll be a link for Helium 10 below. Anything that saves me going into Seller Central or downloading spreadsheets, I'm all for. So this has been really helpful. It provides some great analytics and insights as well, and this is part of that. The dashboard that you come into here is super helpful. So it shows you the ACOS over this period, the last sort of 60 days. We've only been actively selling for around 30 of those days, so this is kind of like a 30-day period of sales. And the ACOS at 38%, I'm actually not too displeased with that. I think that's pretty good for launching one predominant product and then a couple of other sub products. And for most of this period, I've had no reviews, just started to get some reviews recently, and so I'm really pleased with that. However, for me, like I've said, ACOS is not the be all and end all. What really is a big focus of mine is the total ACOS, TACOS, as it says here, PPC spend divided by total organic and advertising sales. When I see this 25% number right now, I'm okay with that because we're just launching products, but that has to come down significantly over time. And when you're launching a new brand, this is going to likely be similar kind of figures for you. A lot of your sales will be coming from your PPC spend. The thing that you want to see is a big difference, as big a possible difference between your ACOS and your TACOS. So when we started out, the first week or so probably would have been in the 40s, and then the TACOS also would have been in the 40s, because the only sales we were getting initially were from PPC. It's very unlikely these days that you can launch a product on Amazon and rank and get sales from keywords and a well-written copy alone. You know, you need to promote that product somehow, whether that's with PPC or friends and family or outside launch, whatever. But we literally just started with PPC, a well-optimized listing, a differentiated product, good price point with a voucher, strong PPC. That's all we did. And so initially all our sales were coming through PPC. However, now, as you can see, there's a difference between this 38% and this 25% because our PPC efforts have caused keyword ranking, which means we're gaining organic sales and it's driving that total advertising cost of sales down. Ultimately, where I want to see this is around 10%. And when it comes to goals with PPC, my goal is not too much around ACOS. Of course, I'd like to see it 30%, 25%, something like that. But what too many sellers do is A, they want to turn PPC off, which, is crazy. And B, they want to try and get their ACOS down to like 15% or 10%. They want to be hyper profitable, so they bring all of their bids down. But ultimately what that's going to do is going to give you less impressions. You can have less visibility. I'm actually okay with increasing my ACOS as long as it's resulting in my TACOS coming down. A scenario for you. If I was running a 20% ACOS in here, which I'll show you one of our accounts in a minute, it's doing, I think, around 24, 25%. My goal with that right now is actually to increase it a couple of percent, because what I want to do with the ACOS is drive more sales so I can bring the TACOS down. And because more PPC sales should lead, if you do it right and do your keyword research and all that kind of stuff, it should lead to more organic ranking, then it's going to reduce your total advertising spend. And at the end of the day, PPC ACOS and showing how low that is and bragging to everyone, that's not why we get into this business. Why we get into this business is to make cold, hard cash. And at the end of the day, what you put in your pocket, the metric that defines that way more than your ACOS is your TACOS. So that's why I'm always looking at both of those numbers in tandem. If my ACOS is coming down, but my TACOS is coming up, then I'm actually fighting against myself, and I want to actually spend more money on PPC to gain more keyword ranking, more market exposure, so we can grow our organic sales base and become more profitable as a brand and a company. So as you can see, we've got some pretty high ACOS campaigns here. I haven't touched it too much. We ran some campaigns for a couple of weeks, and I've actually overhauled a bit of my PPC strategy, which I'll document in another video. I was going to talk about it in this one, but I haven't got enough data to really give you any meaningful results from it. So I'm doing a test using this Helium 10 tool of sort of complete automation with it. Again, I'm losing a little bit of control with this new strategy that I'm trying, but I'm gaining way more time back. And for me, the goal is not to make loads of money, it's to gain back more time. Obviously, money helps do that, but the number one thing is the time. So I'm trialing this kind of new system, which I will share with you in a few weeks' time, but I just want to make sure I've got enough data to make it a worthwhile share. But we've got some high ACOS campaigns there, which we will start to optimize, and those will come down. Again, I'm not overly worried about that because the main numbers are tracking in the right direction, and we've got some sort of juicy keywords here that are producing a decent volume of sales at a relatively good rate, especially for a product that has, for a lot of this time period, had no reviews. So definitely lots to work on there, but this is a new brand. Let me show you something a little bit more established. Okay, this brand sells in 9 different marketplaces. This is the UK, one of the bigger marketplaces for the brand, and it's a lot more established, which you can immediately tell. A, the ACOS is good, like 24%, super happy with that. But B, this total ACOS, as you can see, it's way lower. It's just under 13%, which is healthy. However, my whole goal with this PPC account, this marketplace, is I'm not overly worried about this ACOS. If this creeps up to 26, 27, 28%, which would be quite a climb given we're spending, a decent amount, £7,000-8,000 a month, that would be quite a climb for this account. However, if that leads to a total ACOS coming down to around 10%, I'm going to be super happy with that. This brand is a little bit too reliant on our PPC sales right now. We need to get more organic visibility. So my goal with this is actually to spend more on PPC, not spend less, not become more profitable by stopping advertising. Someone who wants to be more profitable by stopping advertising, listen, I will say this, it's very rare as a business owner that you will become more profitable by reducing your advertising. You need to find more profitable ways to advertise to grow your market exposure. And I'm sure there'll be people that disagree with that. Feel free to disagree with me in the comments. I may be wrong in some aspects of that. I'm willing to chat it through. But my personal belief is that I always want to be finding new ways to deploy investment capital in our business to grow our exposure as a business, to grow our brand, so that we can then benefit for that in 3, 6, 12 months time. And so that's what this is all about. The ACOS coming down to around 10%. That's my goal. And how we're doing that is we're spending more efficient money, I hope, and that's the plan, on our PPC, which is driving more keyword ranking, which is driving more organic visibility, which theoretically is going to drive more organic sales, which is going to bring our total percentage of advertising spend on our total revenue down. So those are the differences between the two numbers. I hope I've explained that effectively. But what I would say to summarize is this: don't just look at your ACOS. The Amazon app, unfortunately, doesn't show your TACOS. So either you need to get into Helium 10 and get this, or you can manually calculate it by taking your PPC spend and dividing it by your total amount of sales. And when you look at those numbers and you're looking at TACOS, it means like I've got a few campaigns here that obviously these really need optimizing. And if I can't get them optimized, I'll just shut them down. The spend is not particularly huge, so they do need a bit of work. However, I'm not like losing sleep over that, because my total ACOS is coming down. My total ACOS is finding a sweet spot, and as long as the overall objectives are being met, one campaign being a little bit out of its depth for a couple of weeks is fine, because I can optimize that over time and make sure at an account level, at a brand level, we're hitting our overarching goals. So hopefully that's helpful. Listen, if you want to learn more about PPC, feel free A, to ask questions below, B, there's some free training below, like a PPC workshop that you can check out, and then also we do have like a comprehensive 11 module course called the PPC Masters inside Brand Builder University, which people just seem to love the kind of the depth it goes into, proper nerd out. We have a whole bunch. We have like 2 weekly coaching calls as well inside of Brand Builder University, which we regularly nerd out on this PPC stuff, go deep into it, and got a few in our community that absolutely love all of this PPC data stuff. So it's one of the keys to success on Amazon. It's one of the things you should really be taking seriously, and I hope this video has helped you with that journey in some way. If it has, make sure you hit the like button and let me know how we can help in the future, and I'll see you in the next video real soon.